Hi everyone, Vic Veer here. Thank you very much for watching my previous videos on the Side Sleeping Pro, which is the big sort of pillow which is helping people sleep on their side and get rid of all the ear pain and shoulder pain and hip pain, all those other things. It's got a body part, a head part. But there are people out there who look at me and go, that's crazy. I don't want a huge pillow right down to my knees. I want something that looks like a pillow that will hopefully work as well. And so whilst I was making this huge Side Sleeping Pro and thinking, oh, we could do this, and make it as functional as possible, I was aware that there are a lot of people who said, look, do you not have something that just looks like a pillow? which makes sense. Um, Maybe because their snoring isn't quite so bad, or maybe they said, look, I don't really want this thing disrupting the elegance of my bedroom. I want something that looks like a pillow, which is why I made this. In this video is all about me explaining this new pillow that I've made, more for the sort of the average person, not the people who are terribly plagued with snoring and sleep apnea, but more for the average person who may have a bit of snoring and they just don't want to upset people. So, as a bit of background to this, I was trying to figure out how I can make this, just the head end of it. And what I did was I looked at all the other pillows in the market, all the other snoring pillows, and in my mind, I figured out that there come in two different varieties. One is a sort of when you put your head into it, it's very low recoil. So when you put your hand into it, it sort of sinks in, and when you take your hand out, it sort of leaves an imprint there. The idea behind that sort of pillow is when you put your head into it like this, um, your jaw, everything sinks into it, and it stops you from moving around so much. So you sort of get stuck there. You don't end up going like this and sinking into sort of like a fetal position. And when you sleep like this, the airway sort of you have to breathe around a curve, basically. You want to sleep slightly more extended like that, and that opens up your airway. That's really great, but when you sink into a pillow, particularly these sort of low recoil type memory foams, you can sleep quite warm like that. And it gets quite hot because it sort of envelops around you. And some people don't like that. And they like the other type of pillow. The other type of pillow is something with low recoil. So when you put your hand in it and let go, it sort of bounces up quite quickly. It's a lot more breathable as well. So it doesn't feel so hot. And it's a lot more fluffy and soft. So when you put your ear onto it, it doesn't hurt so much. You don't get that problem there. So it's a completely different side of pillow. And I try to figure out how can I sort of combine these two things together to make the perfect sort of normal looking pillow. And in the end, I figured I can't. I just can't do it. But then I had this idea of making um, one side sort of quick recoil comes up again, fluffy, soft, breathable, and the other side sort of the impression, the sort of where you sink into it, and it holds you in that position. And that's what this is. It's roughly the same sort of look as the previous one. It looks like a normal queen-sized pillow, and one side is the breathable sort of high, quick recoil, so it doesn't hurt your ears, nice and fluffy. And if you flip it over like this side is the, if you put your hand in it, it's sort of still slowly coming up like this. If you look inside, there are effectively two different pillows inside it. Actually, let me show you. You can see there are two different, I'm not sure if you can see that, two different types of pillow in there. There's this one, which if you hold it like this, it still hasn't opened up yet. It's still opening up now. When you do eventually get this pillow, um, it comes out completely flat, this part of the pillow here, the slow recoil bit. So just let it slowly recoil up. Took me about an hour for it to come to the original size. And this side, which is a lot more fluffy. Let me open this up for you so you can see inside it. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that like that. And you get this shredded memory foam. I don't want to make a mess. Um, and this is soft and fluffy, so when you put your ear in, it doesn't hurt. It's breathable, so air can get around it, circulate around, so you don't feel hot in it either. So since there are two different types of pillow, I just combined them into one. That's why I call this the Dual Comfort Pro. So it's slightly different to the Side Sleeping Pro. The idea behind this is that you get the choice. Maybe in the summer months, you want the more breathable, sort of cooler version of it. And in the winter months, when you don't mind being a little bit warmer, you can put your head in it and keep your head in that angle. Now, it's going to be a lot cheaper than the Sightseeing Pro because it's basically just sort of a different version of the other pillows out there. There's nothing, I think, new about this. I think I've combined the best parts of the other. I don't know why I'm turning this around. I've combined the best parts of all the other anti-snoring pillows out there and put them into one pillow. And I had lots of different names for it. The Dual Comfort Pro was the one I ended up with, but Dual Flip Pro, all sorts of things. And AI wanted me to add the word adapt because the shredded foam area, you can increase or decrease the amount. So you can, because you're trying to get, if you're sleeping on your side like this, people's shoulder tip to their ear distance is different in different people. And you might go, oh God, this is too much. And some people out there quite like the whole letterbox design I've got with the Side Sleeping Pro. And it might be that you go, hmm, this just looks like a normal pillow. I want something new. So what you could do, if you really wanted to, is get the fluffy end of this pillow, this one here. Now take out some of the memory foam, and in this one, stitch the letterbox into it. So when you push it back in like this and zip it back up again, you will have that sort of vague letterbox feeling there. So when you put your head into it, there'll be sort of like a little cavity that you can put yourself in there. It doesn't really, honestly, I tried just having the head part of the Side Sleeping Pro, but it just doesn't work very well because you end up just putting a lot of pressure on the front of your neck and people just can't tolerate that. If you're one of those people who just wants the head end and you want a pillow that is basically as good as all the other anti-snoring pillows out there, that's why I made this thing. I'm going to do it for the logo up for branding. And that's why I made this pillow. You can call it the Dual Comfort Adapt Pro if you believe in ChatGPT. But you can make this bigger or less fat. This is designed for my size. The good thing about it, it's quite comfortable and it feels like a normal pillow. And my wife likes the look of it, and she's stolen this one. This is actually her pillow. You can easily use it at home. A normal pillowcase covers it. No one will be none the wiser having one of these at home. It won't look like an anti-snoring pillow if you want to be discreet about the whole thing. Now, I've learned my lesson from the Side Sleeping Pro. There may be some people out there who go, I'm going to buy loads, and then all of a sudden I've run out of pre-orders already. So this time I'm going to not manufacture this until I've got a bunch of pre-orders come in, and then I'll know roughly how many to make and how many to ship across. And hopefully I can keep on top of it, because with the Side Sleeping Pro, and you're waiting for the second batch now for the other Side Sleeping Pro, for the Dual Comfort Pro, this one, I'm taking pre-orders now if you look on the website. And once I've got the initial rush has died off, I'll get that transported across to us. Hopefully it'll take, I don't know, maybe 2 months again, but at least I'll know how many to make, and there won't be the sort of start and stop thing. Anyway, let me know if you've got any questions. It has all the same sort of eco-friendly, off-gassing, all those sorts of things I've sorted out, just the same as I did with the other one. And remember, if you have another design, or if you want me to tweak these designs in any way, let me know. And I will make those design changes, because I want this to be genuinely helpful for people. I want you to feel like you're involved in the design, because I don't have all the answers. I'm just guessing what most people want. But if there's a variant out there that you want me to make, or if you want me to design the actual pillow slightly differently with the Side Sleeping Pro, or even this one, then let me know and I'll do that for you. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.